Hey everybody, it's David Kramer, the Critical Thinking Christian, and today I'm going to talk about the Daniel 9 prophecy, specifically Daniel 9:25. Okay? Now, first I'm going to go over what a semicolon is for those who, I don't know of any time that I use a semicolon. So I want to look this up, okay? For those of you who do know what it is, okay, that's great. But I want to just establish what a semicolon is. A semicolon is a punctuation mark that represents a more significant pause than a comma, but less significant than a period. A semicolon resembles a period placed over a comma. The two most common reasons to use a semicolon are to join two related independent sentences or to punctuate a list or series that also uses commas. Okay? And I'm going to use it, maybe I'm using it wrong. I'm not a grammar or punctuation expert. Maybe I could say, me and my friend went upstate, semicolon, and my brother arrived a week later. Okay? I mean, maybe I got that wrong. But anyway, that's what a semicolon is. It two related independent sentences. Okay? Now, we're going to go to Daniel 9:25 in the King James Version. This is the modern King James Version, okay? Know therefore and understand that from the going forth of the commandment to restore and to build Jerusalem unto the Messiah the Prince shall be 7 weeks and 60. Now that's comma, 7 weeks, comma, and 62 weeks. Okay? The street shall be built again, and the wall even in troublous times. So the 7 and the 62 weeks are combined here with a comma. So you would actually, it's a stupid way of saying 69 weeks. But that's what it's saying. It'll say 69 weeks. And that is what Christians use to say, yes, Jesus Christ at 69 weeks. And then Jesus Christ came and went through his ministry and died and all that, okay? Now, let's take a look at the Hebrew Bible, okay? All right, the Hebrew Bible, Daniel 9, verse 25. You must know and understand from the issuance of the word to restore and build Jerusalem unto the time. Now, this here is important too. Until the time of the anointed leader is 7 weeks. Okay? Semicolon. And for 62 weeks it will be rebuilt square and moat, but in the time of distress. Okay? That's a lot different from, it says, unto the Messiah the Prince. Now this here says the anointed one, but there's a semicolon, which means the 7 weeks are separate from the 62 weeks. All right? Now let's take a look at Daniel 9, verse 25 in the original 1611 King James. Okay? Know therefore and understand that from the going forth of the commandment to restore and to build Jerusalem unto the Messiah the Prince shall be 7 weeks, semicolon, and 62 weeks. Okay? So, two independent sentences here. The Messiah the Prince, now from what I understand, that was Cyrus the Great. And that was the Babylonian captivity. There was like 49 weeks, 7 times 7. The 7 weeks are 7 weeks of years, so that was 49 weeks. So it was 49 years until he took over and allowed the Jews, those who wanted to go back, to build the temple again and build the wall and everything, okay? But the 7 weeks here and the 62 weeks are two different time periods, okay? It's 7 weeks and then it's 62 weeks, okay? And this Daniel 9:25 in the original King James 16:11 is the same as the Hebrew. But in our modern translations, these two are combined with just a comma. So that is how Christianity, and I can understand this, because they have this belief, okay, in their prophecies that they made up, okay, because most of them don't know the Hebrew. Okay, I was listening to Tovia Singer, and he said most of these preachers and that do not know Hebrew. They're educated in Greek, and whatever Hebrew they know is very limited. Okay, but the fact that, I mean, you take a look at the original King James, and that it's a semicolon, which denotes a separate period of time from the 62 weeks. That there's a bit deceptive, I'd say. So I just wanted to bring that up and show you that, and hey, think about it. It's things like that as someone who's still a Christian needs to really rethink what you believe, and ask yourself, if they change stuff in order to fit their worldview, their view of what happens because of what they were taught, and that's what it is. They're taught that, okay? Because the Messiah right here is not, from what I understand, like I said, this Messiah is Cyrus, because he was the one that let the Jews back into to go back home and rebuild Jerusalem and that. So to restore and build Jerusalem. So this isn't, and then from what I understand, the 7 years there was a 7 weeks of years again, or one week, which was 7 years. And the 3.5, there was 3.5 years. This here is something I was watching Tovia Singer, and I'm really not, I didn't get it all. But anyway, I just want to show you that, and like I said, if you're a Christian, you got to question what you believe, okay? And that's pretty much all I got. And until next time, I'm David Kramer, the Critical Thinking Christian.